What's up?
Welcome to Chase and the Chase crew. We've been. Let's wait for the train to pass.
Yeah, we live in a country ghetto.
Just rude. Anyway, we've been meaning to make this video for a while now, but it's been hectic around here. So, this is our Meet the Parents video. And we just gonna introduce ourselves, let y'all know about us. So, I'm Teshay Chase.
I'm Alex Chase. Excuse me if I'm breathing heavy. Just got done exercising. It's late.
So yeah, we are young parents. We are young parents. We're both 22. We have 5 children. Harmony, Jeremiah, Heaven, Layla, and Serenity. I almost forgot Serenity's name. Anyway.
Go home to say you're drunk.
Anyway, we live in New Orleans.
Originally from South Bend, Indiana.
Yep. We just moved. Well, not just moved here. We've been here for a year and a half now. It's different, way different. But we're adjusting pretty well. But yeah.
So tell them about yourself, Mrs. Chase.
You don't want to go?
I was originally born in Lansing, Michigan, but I'm a Wolverine till I die. So no, I am not a Spartan. I am a Wolverine. My sports people know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, I was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and I am Roll Tide Roll all day. All day.
They suck in basketball though, so
It don't matter.
we good at both.
It don't matter.
So,
Like I said, Roll Tide,
it does
roll.
matter.
Roll Tide, roll.
Wolf for life.
Roll Tide.
Wolverine.
Roll Tide. Anyway.
I want to see throughout this long journey of raising children. I'm funny, but I'm firm. I am loving, but I also don't take no nonsense.
Me, I am so nice and sweet. I'm like the sweetest person you'll ever meet, the coolest person you'll ever meet. So you're welcome.
I'm getting abused.
Don't say that.
If you can help
Anyway.
me out. Somebody.
Anyway,
Anybody.
I'm the coolest person you'll ever meet. So you're welcome.
Josie.
Anyway, you'll see that I'm very passionate about my family. This family cannot get any better. I love this man right here so much. I love our children so much. I love God so much. We both do. You'll see on our channel that, like I said, we love God. We are very firm believers in Christ.
Just note, we are not the crazy side.
Yeah, we're not the crazy Christians. Like,
don't do this, don't do that. No, we stand firm in what we believe. If anybody has questions, they can ask. But to all y'all battlers and fraternizers, just know it can go down. When you say your point, we gonna say ours.
Exactly.
So,
Anyway, yeah, so you will also see on our channel that, you know, we love our children hard, and we real. Like, we so real. You know, people, we don't want to sugarcoat anything. This journey is not easy at all, especially with 5 children. It's hard with 1 children, 2 children, but with 5 children, it goes down.
Because you're learning 5 different personalities at one time, and it gets very tiring. But
it's very exhausting.
You want to be a parent. This is what parents do.
And by any means, we are not perfect, and we know we're not perfect. So you'll see all that too in our channel. We know our kids are not perfect, and we don't expect them to be perfect. So you'll see the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, our journey through parenthood, and just being young, being black. Because first of all, that's rare these days, is to see a young black family together and happy and doing this thing. So
this might come as a culture shock to all y'all with stereotypes, but it's real.
It's real. 100%.
I just want to say that I love this woman with all my heart. You know, I love my family. I am the family man type. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, but I'm real chill. Let's get into how we met.
Okay. I love telling this story. That's why he points at me, because it's like the funniest love story ever. So I had our first 2 children, Harmony and Jeremiah, at a very young age. I had Harmony at the age of 15 and Jeremiah at the age of 16. Not by my husband. And it was a very hard relationship. It was, I was battling a lot of things. And when I finally got the courage to, and the self-esteem to finally better myself and better my, make a better life for my children, I decided to become a single mother. Well, I really didn't have a choice at the time, but, you know, I was finally living it. And so my sister called me one day randomly and was like, "Shay, I got the perfect boyfriend for you." I'm like, "Girl, I don't want a boyfriend." What? She was like, No. You need to meet him. So she's like, "I'm gonna give you his name and you find him on Facebook." And she was in this youth group called 212. Shout out to 212. And so I found him on Facebook and I wrote him and I was like, "Hey, my sister said she knew you, and you know, she was just being weird and all that type of stuff." So he was like, "Okay, yeah." Did she tell you about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said something like, "Yeah, she told me about you," or something like that. And so I was like, "Well, she invited me to the 212 meeting, and so maybe we can meet." I think it was later that day. I was like, "Maybe we can meet today."
It was like
the next day. Yeah, something like that, because it was like in the afternoon. And so he was like, "Yeah, maybe." I was like, "Maybe we can meet." He was like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine, whatever." So we meet the next day, and I was like, "Okay," you know, I was shy, and of course I was just getting out of a bad relationship, bad situation. So I was like, you know, maybe we could just be friends. And plus we were young. We were still young. We were about 16, 17. And so I was like, I really don't want us to, you know, I really don't want to rush into anything.
You were 16.
And he was the same way. We had a mutual decision that, we would be friends. We would just, start talking, starting to get to know each other. And when we first tried it, it was a disaster. We we were like, okay, we're gonna date or whatever. Not really even date, just like start talking like on a more than friends level.
And
it didn't work at all the first time.
I tell them on my perspective a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, at the time that we met, I was going through some things, and I was doing certain things that I should not have been, and I didn't want to put her through that because I hate to say it, but she already had 2 children, and it wouldn't have been cool for me to put that on her to deal with my craziness at the time. So we just remained friends, and I continued to be me. But it was so funny because we just became real tight. Like, this is my best friend, and things of that nature. So I'll be talking to one chick on the phone. When I'm tired of talking to her, I tell her I'm tired and call her. We wasn't trying to nag or nothing. We was just talking. I felt like I could be a little bit of myself with her. So yeah.
And so, after we decided to become friends, after we started talking more on a friend level, we were like really close friends, like he just said. And so we ended up actually, I had got my first job at McDonald's. And then not even like a month later, he started working at McDonald's. So then we became even more close because not only were we seeing each other like out at our youth group, we were now seeing each other almost every day. Besides us talking on the phone and stuff, we were literally with each other almost every day at work. And so then our relationship became like to another level. And I believe we both started to develop feelings for each other, but we both were still going through a lot. And so we still didn't want to put that pressure on it. And so I ended up moving to Kentucky my senior year, like the last half of my senior year. My mom just wanted to move, and I was really upset about it. And we had lost touch
for like 3 weeks.
We had.
So we lost touch for 3 weeks, and here's what's funny about it. The first time she reached out to me, 3 weeks to a month later, home just didn't feel like home. I'm talking about South Bend, Indiana. It just felt, it was cold outside, and if you're from the Midwest, you know how cold it gets. But for some reason, it felt a little bit colder. So I was like, man, I believe I'm missing something. I'm going through my phone, just on a whim. I got off work, got done with my schoolwork, and I was like, you know what, let me call her. I called her, and I didn't even think she was gonna know who I was. Be patient with me. But I didn't even think she was gonna know who I was. And here we go. She picked up the phone, and we started talking like she never left.
And he called me. It was like at 8:00, and we had. I had just gotten the kids in the bed.
Allergies.
I had just gotten the kids in the bed, and I was like, I had his number in my phone, but we had just not talked in a couple weeks. So, you know, so then I remember I sat on the basement steps. I had just got done cleaning up the kitchen, sat on the basement steps, and we just talked and poured our heart out to each other. But we still kept it on a friendly level. About the things that we were going through.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So then that's when we kind of like reconnected. Even though like we weren't like it's not like we didn't talk for years or anything. It still like felt like a really long time without talking to each other. And I don't even know the reason why we didn't talk to each other. I think it was I was so upset about moving to Kentucky. It was like a new place. I had never been before. You know, it wasn't home. I missed all my family. I missed all my friends. And it was just different. And I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
And the thing with me at the time, when things seem to distance, I see things start distance themselves, or, you know, just life happens. I got so used to moving on, and it's another story for another time, but I got so used to moving on that I really let go of a lot of things that I should not have, except for this. So that's why we didn't talk for a few weeks.
Yeah, so I was coming I used to go home for like spring break and Christmas. I think Christmas.
You wasn't gone that long.
Yeah, I wasn't gone for a long time, but it was a couple breaks in between during school that I got to go back home and stay with my grandmother. But Thanksgiving 2011, you know, I was with my family, he was with his family, and he came and visited me early in the morning at my grandmother's house. And we ended up going our separate ways. He went with his family, I went with my family, and later that night, I was at my aunt's house. I had decided to stay at my aunt's house for the night, and everybody was asleep. I remember all my cousins and everybody was asleep, and
early that day, funny story. We was about to kiss. I was about to leave, but her sister runs outside.
Yeah. Yep. That happened too.
Funny.
I forget all about that, but that's true. So it was literally like a movie. Like we were like, and then she walked outside. But yeah, late that night we were texting, and he was like, I have these feelings, and I was like, oh my God, I think we having the same feelings, and boom, we were just like, I like you.
And was the distance an issue? Yeah, we sat and talked about it, but we made an effort to keep in touch.
Mm-hmm.
And every chance I got, I scramble money up and buy a bus ticket and go to Kentucky. So that's how we did that.
And it was little things like that. Like, I had never experienced anybody trying to take the time to come and see me and spend time with me, or even like talk on the phone, because we would be on the phone. We would text all through the day. We would be on the phone up all night. He would actually wake up like an hour earlier than me to call me and wake me up for school in the morning. And I was like, wow, like he must really like me, because you know, he's doing all this extra stuff to show me that he cares for me, and you know, he cares about me, he cares about my children, because he really had a relationship with Harmony and Jeremiah too, especially Harmony, because Jeremiah was still little. But
Harmony was only like one. So.
She was 2.
No, she had just turned 2.
But Harmony had really grew a liking to him, and so he would come and spend time with us, and I just really enjoyed spending. We really enjoyed spending time with each other. So
on a man's standpoint, I was not saved then.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like God pointed me in this direction. I'm like, well, why? It's a funny story. Like, I was just weird, man. I'm kind of weird now, but it was just, I'm like, man, why am I doing this? But every time she picked up the phone, it was like a breath of fresh air, and that's something I wasn't used to. Like I said, we're not gonna get into all this. Just know it was like that.
It was like that. But yeah. So after graduation, I graduated high school.
I graduated on my birthday. I got to leave school early.
He got to leave school early
and go back to walk in the summer.
Yep. And I graduated a day after my birthday. Honors with 2 kids. 2 kids, shawty. I did that. But after I graduated, me and Harmony and Jeremiah moved back home. I moved in with my grandmother, which was a disaster. But I just knew that I had to be closer to him. And I just knew that it would work out. Like, even if we didn't get married, like, I knew that it would be, like, it was, at that moment, it was, like, special. It was something real. And I knew it was something real. And I knew we were young. And I wasn't even expecting us to get married, but I was expecting something great from the relationship. So I moved in with my grandmother, and like I said, it wasn't the best situation, but I was happy to be home. I was happy to have my cousins and my aunts and him, and then his parents. I had a great support system back home, so I knew that's where I needed to be. And I had just got a new job working at a daycare, and at the daycare I was able to take Harmony and Jeremiah with me to work. So it was like I moved home and everything fell into place, and I was just so grateful for that. And a couple months after moving back home, that's when we moved in with y'all, right? We moved in. His parents moved us into their house.
I had a little shack. I had turned the garage into a living quarter. That was supposed to be mine. I let them stay in there, and I slept in my parents' house.
See, we wasn't shacking up, y'all. So we moved in with them, and then almost a year after we had made it official, we were his parents were having a revival, and we were already planning to get married. We had our marriage license and everything, and we were just waiting for my mom to come down, because she was supposed to come down for a weekend or something like that. And so we were at the revival, and out of nowhere, Dad was like, "Alex, come up here." So Alex goes up there, and he's just talking to him and saying little things to him. Then he's like, "Teshay, come up here." So I go up there, and then he was like, "Alex, grab her hands." And he grabbed my hands, and then he was just like, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today." And at that moment, we both just started boo-hoo crying, like, oh my God. He cried so hard, where he cried harder than me. We were not Najwa and Derek, y'all were there. They got married the same day we did, couple minutes right after us. he was crying. They know.
And did everybody we know want to kill us?
Yes. Yeah. Everybody wanted to kill us.
But
it was definitely a move of God.
Right, the move when God had moved, and he also was dealing with me about it in the first place, and that's how we had got the marriage license. You know, nobody forced nobody into nothing. It was just, that's where it needed to be. So when my father had said, dearly beloved, God had brought back prayers because of my younger days, because you know, 13, 14, I just had desire to be married. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, I was just like, I don't want to be by myself forever. And by the time 15, 16 came along, I didn't started going down a different road. But he made me remember the prayers that I said line for line, the description of the woman, everything.
And Dad, when he first met me, Dad said, "Oh my God, I had a dream about you." And I'm like, "You had a dream about me?" He was like, "Yes." He was like, "You are the girl in my dreams." He said it was clear as day. You were walking through the door and you had 2 children with you.
And I was walking alongside that mystery.
And so I was like, what? Like, I had never heard it. Like, I grew up in church and, you know, all of that, but I had never really heard of, you know, God speaking to you and, you know, having dreams, you know, God speaking to you through dreams and all that. So I was creeped out, like, do I really want to be a part of this family? But it was definitely God. And
that night when we got married, I had gave my life to the Lord.
We both did.
And you know, that's what happened.
So we got married and saved on the same night. And it's the best, it was the best wedding that I could ever imagine. Like, of course, now I want a redo, or I want to, like, when we do our, when we do our vow renewal and stuff in a couple years.
Wedding for $3.99.
Yeah.
All the emotion.
Yes, it was an amazing wedding. Although, you know, I just want to wear a dress. I just
next door neighbors. Yes. That's our family over there too. So yeah.
So yeah, that distracted me. But anyway, we what was I saying? I just want to wear a dress. That's it. I just want a dress. I want to walk down the aisle to a song that we picked. And I want food. Good food. That's it. That's all I want.
And that's all she want. I really don't want nothing. But, you know, hey, you know me. I like to surprise people. So, and I like to have fun. So, there's no one day we're going to do it, and it's going to be, y'all going to be like, this man crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I got you. Well, we love them people.
We love them so much.
They're so animated.
That's our family. I'm being nosy. What we expect from our channel, or what we want you to get from our channel, is just the fun, the laughter of parenthood, of life, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because we are still going through things, but we know that God's got us. We know it. And so we want you to see that, and to see that parenting is sometimes not fun, it's sometimes not easy. But at the end of the day, when you look at those little faces, or that little face, however many children you have, or even if you don't have children and you want children, or even if you don't have children, you just like to see other people's kids, we got you. We got plenty of those for you. Just...
And feel free to communicate with us about anything. Yes, y'all gonna see stuff about the faith on here. So, you know what I'm saying? If you salty with it, I encourage you not to watch. But that's the foundation. That's why she started this. It's been on her heart to do this. One of her dreams. So, and hey, I'm her sidekick right now. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it. But whatever the mission and the vision is, she tell me what, and we just running with it. And that's what we are documenting with these videos. And we just want to have a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just have a good time. Having a good time don't always mean one thing, or going out.
Sometimes having a good time is just being here in the presence of your family
and being yourself. Simple.
And that's the thing about us. Like, we are always Teshay and Alex. Like, you will never get a Sally and John from these two at all.
You got too much style. I don't get Sally and John styles.
Yeah, this is us, and we are us 100% every day. And I know I'm not like, let me just put a disclaimer right here. I'm not glitzy and glammy like a lot of other YouTubers. So if you want to see that, sorry, I can't help you with that. I don't wear makeup. Sorry, I can't give you no tutorials. I can cook. You might get some cooking videos from me, but that's about it.
That's that Bama gene.
But yeah, like, I'm a girly girl at heart, but like, most of the time I got on sweatpants, but I'm about to change that real soon. But and even him, like, he's not like into cars and all that type of stuff, but we are who we are.
Look, I just like to watch a good basketball, football game, a movie,
and collect hats.
Yeah, I wear hats, and I like being comfortable. I wear active wear, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I play sports. I've been doing it all my life.
Yes, and
just chilling.
We just want y'all to know that we appreciate each and every person that look at our channel, that thinks about looking at our channel. If you see one of our videos and you like, let me see what they talking about, we appreciate you for even taking the time out of your day to even look at it. Or we thank each and every person that has ever liked the video, that is going to like a video, subscribe.
Even if you started the video, watch 1 minute of it, then exit it out, we still appreciate
Thank you for that. We appreciate that too. We appreciate anything and everything. So yeah, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share. Yeah, sorry, we ain't got the kids up to make it all fun. It's not the same, but hey. Bye, y'all.